Welcome to this episode of Are We Felons Yet? And the answer is maybe. There's been some updates and some changes, and a really big injunction was just added here by a federal judge that basically says if you are a part of the Second Amendment Foundation or Gun Owners of America, this ruling cannot be enforced on you as of right now. This also applies if you are a part of the FPC, which is the Firearms Policy Coalition. So if you are a part of one of these three groups, the ATF, as of right now, cannot enforce this law against you. Does that mean that you can run around with your braced pistols at the ranges and expect not to have anybody intercede, or if the ATF is there, that you won't have any problems? Probably not. You are probably going to have some issues, but that is what this new injunction is saying. So today, as of right now, if you are not a part of one of these three groups and you have a brace on your firearm that meets all the requirements, then you are technically a felon. Are they going to start enforcing this, knocking down doors right now? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know what they are looking at. But what I can say is this is really good news for us. The fact that a federal judge decided this at least gives you, if you are a part of these groups, a little bit more time to kind of decide what you want to do. I don't necessarily think it's fair, and I think it's kind of ridiculous that they're only giving certain people the ability to have immunity to this. So I don't think that's super fair, but it is nice to see for those of you that have paid dues to these groups. If you've ever wondered, like, do my dues actually do anything? This kind of proves that they do. They're obviously putting that money towards these lawsuits and trying to fight for your rights, other than padding their wallets and their savings and buying sports cars and land everywhere. So it's kind of nice to see, at least for those of you that are a part of these groups, that your money is going to something useful. It is nice to donate to these groups and put your money towards fighting for our rights. But sometimes I think other groups that we've donated to in the past kind of put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths, and it makes people a little worried and maybe a little hesitant to donate to these groups. But it is nice to see that there is at least a benefit to doing it. Again, kind of ridiculous the fact that those of you that might not have done that are now just felons because of it, but at least we are taking steps in the right direction, and hopefully now that these three groups will be immune to it, maybe the next step will be just kind of making everybody immune and pushing this back. So at least it's a good step for people that own these, and a little backward step for the ATF. So I really think now you are going to be seeing a lot of changes here. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to update you guys as soon as possible. I made this video as soon as I can, and I'm going to post this as quick as possible. So it still takes a little while. Where we're located, our internet is not, with the new house, is not fully up. So we got somewhere in between the slowest internet you can get and dial-up. We're like right there in the middle. So the internet is garbage. So I might have to drive down the road and find some internet to download this video for you guys as quick as possible. So bear with me. I'm trying to get everything out as quick as possible. But I just got off work, and I ran into the gun room real quick here in the vault and filmed this so I could at least update you guys that are trying to stay up to date with this, because today's the day. We're really interested to see what's going to be happening following this. I think this next 2 weeks is going to be really crucial to see what's going to happen for the future of this ruling and future rules that they might try to impose on us. So what are your options now that there is a new injunction involved? So your options are, if you are a part of these groups, do absolutely nothing because you are immune right now, so you don't have to worry about this ruling causing any problems. If you are not a part of these groups, consider joining these groups. I don't know if it's like saying, okay, if you joined later, it doesn't apply. I think if you just join and you're a part of them, you're good to go. So consider joining these groups if you want to. Do your own research on the groups. From what I understand and from what I've read and seen, I think these are some pretty good groups to put your money towards. I don't think they just take your money and run. It sounds like they do put your money to good use. Not recommending any of them. I don't work for any of them. So I'm just letting you know, do some research and decide which one works best for you if you'd like to have that immunity. If not, obviously there's always the option of taking this off and destroying it, or removing your gun, or just trading your gun into I'm not even going to give you that option. That's silly. That's goofy. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Don't do that. But I got to give you all the options. That is an option. That's what the ATF says to do. Or register it, I guess, if you want to be super silly. But there's your options. So we're in a weird spot now. That wait period is over. Your free SBRs are gone. So with all that being said, that's really the biggest update. I just want to get a video out to you as quick as possible, let you know what had happened. Maybe if you were a part of those groups and you weren't aware, at least maybe that gives you a little bit of sense of relief. Like, okay, cool. I've got some time, still a little more time, and maybe some positivity that maybe things are going to go the right direction with this. If you're interested in helping out the channel and the things I do here, there are some ways to do that down in in the description. There are some discount codes from companies that I trust you can use to save some money, and there's a link to my link tree, which you guys can use to purchase anything from my Brownells, Premier Body Armor, Aero Precision, anything you use. Purchasing those links does help and support the channel. I appreciate that, especially now that I'm putting a lot more work into trying to get these videos out to you guys as quick as possible. I'm getting off work and coming in here and filming as much as I can and trying to get all this out to you as quick as possible and accurate information to help you make better decisions on what you should do. If not, I just appreciate you guys being here, liking, sharing, and subscribing. All those things do help a ton. I have so many new subscribers from these last couple of videos that have really taken off. So thank you to the new viewers. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you to the people that have been here for a long time and continue to watch my stuff. You guys are all awesome. I couldn't do this without you. I've got this new rifle that I'm working on. I've got a new optic setup coming from Trigicon. Really excited about what's coming for that. So you guys are gonna be looking forward to some videos and content on that. And then I got a couple things coming down the line for this, but check out my Instagram if you guys are interested in more details on this rifle, but there will be some videos coming on the accessories that will be on this. This is the new SBRX. Suppressor just got in from JK Armament. Really cool. It's really comparable to my RCX that's up there on the 6.5 Creedmoor, but this one is more reversed for burn downs opposed to that one's like kind of for my bolt gun, and it's going to live on that. So this is going to live on more guns like this. So a couple of companies that support me in the things I do here: Howitzer, Brownells, and Hold Up Display. Howitzer is a clothing brand that donates 5% of proceeds to charity, which is awesome, and they collaborated with me with these awesome t-shirts. If you guys want to pick one up for yourself, down in the description, and that does help support me a ton, and I appreciate that. And Brownells, you can use code TA10, save 10% off orders of $150 or more, and you can build guns like this or whatever you want and save a lot of money doing that. And then Hold Up Displays obviously speaks for itself. I mean, these racks are awesome. Again, I need to do an updated video here on this vault room, but there's just been so many things I'm doing videos on, trying to keep things updated. All these other videos have just been getting pushed back, which I think is important because I want to give you guys this information, because currently this information is way more important than my vault room. So that video and that information can wait. I will get that stuff out as soon as possible, but I think this information is much more crucial and more important to you as viewers and gun owners, and I want to make you guys as safe as possible and knowledgeable as possible, especially now that this grace period has ended. Other than that, I did not want to make this video too long, so I appreciate you all and thank you so much.